Well, good evening, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana weather. It is about 7:49 p.m. Eastern Time here on April the 8th, 2014. It is a Tuesday. It has been a sort of a rainy Tuesday. Scattered showers around the area. They are starting to slowly diminish tonight as that upper level disturbance sort of moves out of the area. I think the showers will be dying down pretty quickly now that we are moving into the nighttime hours, and really our next chance for any precipitation comes on Friday, and then several good chances next week, which we'll talk about here in just a second. Today's video update is sponsored by Metal Magic in Washington. You can give Chad a call at 698-8555 for all of your paintless dent repair needs. Folks, they are PDR Nation certified, which means that whenever you go to Metal Magic and you allow Chad to repair your hail-damaged car, or your car that's been dinged from a grocery cart at the Walmart or the grocery store or wherever, folks, whenever you get those little dents in there, when you are going to somebody that's PDR Nation certified, the gist of it is you know that you're getting somebody who's taken that extra step to go above and beyond the call of duty to get the extra certification needed to give you the peace of mind to know that your car is going to be in the very best condition that it can possibly be in after it gets out of the shop. So give them a call, tell them Southern Indiana Weather sent you. Keep that in mind, folks. Unfortunately, we may need it coming up this spring. Now, I don't see any severe weather in sight right now. Right now, actually, I'm looking for a cool down. Don't kill me. I'm just the messenger. And unfortunately, what I'm going to show you here in just a little bit is not something I'm very happy with. It looks like our temperatures are going to crash pretty hard next week. It's temporary, sort of, I think. You'll see what I mean here in a second. First, let's get to the future radar. You can see here the future radar shows the showers that we've got tonight, but as you go through the overnight hours on Wednesday, those all diminish out. Wednesday looks like a completely dry day for us. You go into the Thursday afternoon hours, and then into the late evening hours, you start to see some scattered shower activity move back towards us. This is as far as the future radar goes out until 2 a.m. Friday morning. Looks like we could end up having a pretty decent rain chance again on Friday. I wouldn't be surprised to see another half-inch of rain out of this for some of us on Friday. Not looking for a 5 or 6 inch rain out of this, but more rain, which is something that we don't need right now. Now, it is all in response to what you can see here. As this system moves out, high pressure dominates the next couple of days, but then by Friday you've got another cold front that comes through. You almost didn't see it. Notice it's right here. It almost looks like a dry front on the GFS. NAM is just a little bit more aggressive about it. But then you have another low pressure that moves in along with that on Friday, sort of plays catch up to it, brings the better chance with it behind that cold front. All right, that moves out. We have a pretty dry Saturday. Then by the time Sunday afternoon and evening moves in, we've got another rain chance into the overnight hours on Sunday night. That one looks like it could be a fairly significant chance, and it looks like it's going to be a cold rain at that. In fact, temperatures on Tuesday may not make it into the 40s for a high temperature. On Tuesday. Monday, it looks like we're going to have falling temperatures. You'll see that here in a second. I'm getting ahead of myself, and as I continue to put this into motion, you see the rain really sticks around. Here it is even by Thursday, and you've got rain in the area. And then if we go into the deep extended outlook, just to give you an idea of what to expect pattern-wise, it's sort of ups and downs, and you can see plenty of rain chances moving in here. Here's potentially a pretty big storm even moving up here for late in the month. So something that we will certainly keep an eye on. Plenty of rain chances coming up. If we just take a look at temperatures over the next little bit, not too bad as far as this week is concerned. All right. It looks like we stay most days even into the upper 60s at some points to near 70 degrees. Here's some 70s for you on Saturday, which that'll be certainly nice. But here we are on Sunday. Sunday looks like it could be a gorgeous day. Temperatures topping out near the 70-degree mark or just slightly above, even potentially. But watch this cold. You can see the cold front move through. I mean, just look at the temperature gradient slide to the south of us here. The temperatures move over us, and then here we are at Monday at about 2 in the afternoon, and we're sitting on 45 degrees here in the southern part of the state, mid 40s down here, low 40s even further north as you go. And then as you continue to put this into motion, the temperatures just drop like a rock. In fact, we're going to go down probably to the low to mid 30s area wide on Monday night into Tuesday morning. Temperatures on Tuesday won't recover much at all. In fact, the GFS is only suggesting 36 for a high. Is this winter or is this spring? Mother Nature seems to be confused, doesn't she? Sure is a lovely winter we're having this spring. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be here. Doesn't look like it'll overly stick around for long. Here we are, by the way, by 1 and 2 in the afternoon on Wednesday next week. And if I can keep it here, you can see we've warmed up nicely to the near 50-degree mark, which is still very cold for this time of the year. Our normal high is 66, so that's still 16 degrees below normal if that ends up being our high on Wednesday. If we only end up in the 30s for a high temperature, folks, we're talking 30 degrees or more below normal for where we should be this time of year. That's ridiculously cold. As I told you a couple of videos back, we're sort of in that same pattern that we have been in all winter long. It just won't break. It's just the difference is we've changed seasons, and so we've moderated a little bit. When we were only 10 or 15 degrees below normal, that puts us down into the 50s. But now it looks like we get a sharp cool down, and we may go down to the 30s or 40s again. If you're thinking about doing some gardening and some plants, you might want to hold off on it a little bit, folks, because it looks like we've got a pretty significant cold snap coming up out of this next week. All right. Here's what I don't want to show, but I'm going to show it to you to be fair because the models are saying it. This is our precip type graphic. All right. So again, we've seen these all winter long. You know what they are if you've watched our videos here. You've seen me show this many times. The green is the rain. Then you've got these purple collars, which indicate the snow. And then you've got these red collars, which indicates more of the freezing rain or frozen precipitation. Sometimes it shows it as an orange color as well. All right, we watch this. The low pressure slides right to our east up the Appalachian spine. You know what that signifies, don't you? We've talked about this all winter long. That's a perfect spot for snow. If it were only February when this was doing this, this would just dump buckets, just bucket loads of snow over us. Looks like it could end up being some decent rain out of this. But on the back side of the system, do you see what's trying to mix in here on the GFS model? Yeah, it's trying to mix in a little bit of wet snow with this as the system moves out of the area. Now, am I sold on this idea? No, not yet. It is April for crying out loud. So getting any snow at this point is extremely hard. But, goodness gracious, just the fact that the models are hinting at this spells trouble for us this far out. So, GFS has been hinting at this really for the past 2 or 3 model runs today that it's been initialized. I hope that it goes away, but unfortunately, it is what it is. It doesn't look like it extends far south into the state. It looks like right now it stays sort of central Indiana to maybe Bloomington or maybe just a little south of there. But it's a trend that I don't like. And even if snow is in the area, that's just stupid for April. Can I get a witness? Can I just get an amen from that? I know it's not unheard of that we have snow in April. Oh, but this stinks, doesn't it? What a winter we're having, folks. What a winter we are having. Unfortunately, that's the one thing that we're going to have to deal with. It looks like we're going to have a pretty cool trend after that, too. Take a look at the 6 to 10 day probability for our temperatures here with what the Climate Prediction Center is saying. And over the next 6 to 10 days, valid from the period through April 14th through the 18th, well below normal. Precipitation-wise, above normal. We take a look at our 8 to 14 day outlook, and this covers our temperatures now through basically April 16th through the 22nd. Again, below normal, and precipitation pretty much above normal as well. So a very active period setting up for us with plenty of chances for rain, as I showed you in the model a minute ago. And unfortunately, it looks like below normal temperatures are going to dominate. So we got to enjoy these upper 60s and low 70s that we're going to get maybe the next few days, because after this, it looks like we're going into a sharp cool down again to where, 10 degrees below normal is not too bad because that puts us down into the 50s. But if you go below that, it gets ridiculously cold, and it really slows down the spring thaw and the plants all coming out, and just makes for a late planting season for farmers and gardeners alike. And unfortunately, it looks like really over the next couple of weeks, looks like we're going to be in that cool snap. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. You can get a hint of what I'm talking about here, because in the 7-day outlook we start to see this come in. Go to southernindianaweather.com. You can get your Eubelor and Sun 7-day forecast. Very nice day tomorrow, shaping up with a high of 63 under pretty much sunny skies, mostly sunny. Very pleasant, only down to 43 for a low. That's still below normal, but not too bad. 72 gorgeous degrees on Thursday, partly cloudy skies. Those scattered showers and thunderstorms will move in on Thursday night, but probably not until after midnight. So that's why I haven't put any thunderstorm graphic on here. It looks like it's going to be more in the overnight hours. On Friday, up to 66 for a high. And why do I have a sunshine on there when that should say cloudy with showers and thunderstorms likely? I don't know. Pretend that shows a nice thunderstorm graphic, shall we? Oh, I don't know what we're talking about. There's your thunderstorm graphic. Gotta love the pause feature on videos. Yeah, even meteorologists makes mistakes when you're tired. It happens. Thunderstorms likely, though, Thursday night into Friday. Again, another decent shot at maybe another half inch or more of rain. 66 for a high. We'll take it. That's not bad. And then 73 on Saturday. Showers and thunderstorms. There's a chance of it Saturday night moving into Sunday. But again, it probably is going to hold off until after midnight. The better chance looks on Sunday with 72 degrees, mostly cloudy. Scattered showers and thunderstorms certainly possible. Here's what I'm talking about with that big cool down next week, though, all right? Monday, it only looks like we hit to the mid-40s, and then we start to fall during the afternoon hours. I mean, just look at this. This sucks. I wish it wasn't there, but that's the way it is. So 45 degrees, falling, rain. It's going to be a very cold rain. You notice I have not put any snow wording in here yet. I'm not confident in that. If the models continue to say that over the next couple of days, I might consider adding the chance of a rain-snow mix in there, but I'm just not ready to put it in there yet, mostly because I'm sick of it and I don't want to see it in there. Just be aware that one model is hinting at this point. We'll see whether that's a trend continuing on for here. I'm a little skeptical of that. I think it's going to be more rain than it is anything. And then on Tuesday, look at this. And by the way, we'll fall into the 30s by the evening. All right. Only 38 for a high. Yeah, the model was saying 36. Maybe I'm being a little bit more optimistic because of the sunshine, that I'm expecting more sun than clouds with only a slight chance of rain. But 38 for a high? Yeah, ridiculously cold. Unfortunately, that's where we are at right now. And then take a look at the low on Tuesday night. Yeah, we could end up looking for frost advisories and maybe even some freeze warnings being issued as late as we are in the season. Stay tuned and we will see whether the Weather Service does that or not. It would not surprise me at this point. Folks, I can tell you this much. If you've got some plants out there, if you've already got your begonias out or your petunias or your pansies or any of those type of things, if you've got them in planters, you may want to bring them in on Sunday night before you head to bed. Just a friendly word of advice, because the last thing that you want to do is get those expensive plants that you've put all that loving attention to in and have them froze off. And that's very possible whenever you get down to a 33 degree low and a 28 degree low. So unfortunately, that's where we're at. Again, it looks like we warm up on Wednesday to the 50s. It's not in the 7-day yet, so it's not here. So it's a brief cool down, which is a good thing. A cool down nonetheless, though. And as you can see from the Climate Prediction Center's forecast, really over the next 2 weeks and beyond, below normal temperatures dominate. Sad reality, but that's where we're at. All right, folks, that is it for tonight's video. I'll have another one of these updates for you tomorrow night, and hopefully we can get that darn S word, the snow word, out of the forecast. Hopefully the models will just erase it. Keep your fingers crossed. I'm Meteorologist Michael Wilhite. Have a great night, folks.